everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is another tech talk video coming for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about tripods. Tripods come in so many different forms and variations, and I have gone through quite a few tripods. I'm going to talk to you guys about the tripods that I've used, the costs that they were, and what rating that I give them as far as quality and performance. This little teeny tiny guy, this is a flip tripod. It kind of really only works if you want to put this down and get like lower shots. It works for small cameras like a point and shoot. It does not work well with a bigger camera like a DSLR or the Canon PowerShot, but it is good for compactability, but also just getting those small shots if you just want to set this down somewhere and get a quick shot. It works great, and it is small, compact, like I said, fits in a pocket, very small. This tripod was actually $32.99, so it's like $33, $34. I think this came with the flip video when I got it. I still have it. It has these little rubber pieces right here, but like I said, this is like $33. Do I think it's worth it for what it does? No, but it is a good little tripod, and since it came with the kit, I can't really complain. But if I was going to buy a small tripod to do what this does, I would not pay $32 for this. But I give it 3.5 stars because it does work for what it was designed to do. The next tripod that I have is this Sunpack tripod. This is the Mini D. This is a $13 tripod. Okay, it has this little thing right here. You unscrew it. You can adjust kind of a 360 deal here. Lock it into place. These slide out like this, all the way out, so it can get pretty high. This is a 13.5 inch extended tripod. Again, $13. You twist it and it unlocks back down to what it was originally. It has these little rubber pieces on the bottom, so it is a little bit grippy. And this is great also for getting those small shots. It does work with a point and shoot like this, my Canon G7X, and it doesn't, it's not too bad with the Handycam. The Handycam is as heavy as I would go for this. In terms of it being able to stay in a position, lock and hold it. This is a small ball head tripod, so it doesn't really hold weight very well, but if you wanted to keep it just at this regular standard face fronting level, I mean, it does hold up the Canon PowerShot and my DSLR, but in terms of it moving around, it doesn't stay locked very well because it doesn't hold that weight as well as other tripods do. But for a 13.5 inch little tripod, a little side tripod that you guys want for $14, I mean, you can't beat it. This is the one I started with. I still use it, but this is like a beginner's tripod. Now the next tripod that I used was a 15-inch extended tripod, and it had a little ball head on it, and that's what I used to make most of my videos with. And that was like a $20 to $25 tripod. I got it at like Walmart. I don't remember the brand of it. They have different versions of it now. It was just like the upgraded version of this. It just had a better ball head on it. That I used all of my cameras with. The DSLR, it could hold the Handycam, the point and shoot. It held all those cameras just fine. And for $20 to $25, it was a great tripod. It worked the same way. These popped out the same. It kind of twisted and locked. And like I said, it was pretty cheap. I actually broke it. I dropped it off of a truck or something like that, and I broke it. And after that, I just went to the next level of tripod. But that tripod did work pretty dang great. The next thing that I went to was like a regular just camera tripod. So it was like a cheap, tripod that I got at like Goodwill, and it looked like this. This right here is essentially all it was. Okay, this is what it was. It was a $20 tripod. It extended out. It held my camera. It had the ball head on it. It didn't turn like that, but I mean, and it compacted down, and it stood up pretty tall. That tripod was a 42-inch tripod, fully extended. it was rickety, it was plastic, it made all kinds of noise. It creaked and it cracked while I was adjusting it. I keep it up at the mountain house as a backup tripod in case I forget one. That camera was $30 at Goodwill. Around that one was, I think, $14 on Amazon. They're not great tripods. They're really not. The only thing that tripod was good for was sitting it down and leaving it stand in a secure spot and doing what I'm doing now, is just sitting and talking to a camera. If you wanted to move around with it or do anything like that, it would creak, it would make noises, and it was not durable at all. I mean, the thing was cracked in so many different places. I had to duct tape it a lot. But that was what I moved up to after, you know, my little tripod had broken. I didn't really have a big budget, so $30 on a tripod that I thought was great, was good. It had the quick release on it, and it worked pretty well. It worked pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. The next tripod that I bought was a Joby tripod. This is the Joby Gorillapod. This thing is $60. I got mine for $30 when I bought it. It was on sale. Sometimes if you're lucky, this thing will be on sale and you can buy it. It's 2 pieces, okay? So it's kind of hard. It's a top and a bottom piece. So this is the ball head, right? And this ball head is great, 360 degrees. Okay, you can get it to any angle you want. It can hold my DSLR, but you don't want to go anything bigger than that. It has this quick release plate, so you attach this to your camera. You can take it on and off. So if you want to film with it on your tripod, whatever, and you want to take the camera off and go do a side shot, you can. Bring it back. It has a little level on here so you know which way is level, or when your camera's level. And then it has the Gorilla piece, you know, this thing that wraps around and does all these crazy things. It also does that. Wraps around like this. Mine broke. Now I've had mine for 15, 16 months. And I mean, I'm hard on my equipment. I've dropped this thing, I've cracked it. This tripod, it's amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's absolutely phenomenal. But mine did crack and break, and see this piece cracked when I dropped it. So this one's kind of broken. It shouldn't be this loose, it should actually be tighter. But it broke, and like I said, I can pull the legs off of every one of these now. You can fix it with a little bit of epoxy if it's just one of them, but if a couple of them break, then you're kind of screwed. And if I can show you guys where this crack is. Can you guys see? So this right here was the first crack that we had, and it goes up here and it cracks through here, and it was really loose, and it kind of stunk that it broke. So me and my dad, we epoxied it, we fixed it, okay? But then it happened on this one cracked, and then this one cracked, and then this one up here cracked. So this I still use it, but I'm waiting to buy another one. The good thing about this is that I can keep this ball head here, and I can just buy this piece. This piece on its own is $35. And I think this on its own is also something like that. But I can still use this. I still do. It's just not as good as it was. It's not as crisp and as tightly locking as it used to be. But it still works for now. But like I said, I'm going to buy a new one, and then I will take this one and leave it up the mountains. That way I have a backup up there. And then I have this ball head that I'm going to put on my new one, and I can still use that. Again, this is $60, but this is absolutely incredible. Do not go and buy an off-brand Gorilla tripod. Don't do it. I bought one. It was crap. It didn't work. I still have it, but I should just throw it away. They're no good. Save your money up. Buy a Joby tripod. This thing, like I said, lasted me 16 months, but I am hard on my equipment, okay? I've thrown this thing, I've dropped it a million times. It works, and I will buy Joby tripods for the rest of my life, okay? This thing gets 4 stars, okay? I wish that it didn't crack as easily, but it's plastic. There's nothing I can do. I did it. I broke it. But this is worth it, okay? If you want a vlogging setup, I honestly film mostly all of my videos just with this. I put my camera on here, okay, and I use it as a monopod. I film myself. I film what's going on around me. I put it down. I put it on fences. I put it on poles. I put it on everything. I put it on my car. This thing works great. These whoever invented this, the inventors of Joby, like, this was genius. $60, totally worth it. If you can find it on sale, find it on sale. But if not, I recommend it. I'm actually buying the backup piece of that, and then I'm buying, I believe, the hybrid, which is a little bit smaller than that one. So I'm buying 2 more pretty soon. Okay guys, the last tripod that I bought was this Dolica tripod. It has a long name. It's the TX570B150SL Ultra Compact Tripod with Professional Ball Head. This tripod ran me, it's $62 on Amazon, and it was pretty much my next step up, not going for something like Manfrotto or Vanguard or something like that. It extends, it does all these cool things. You can lock it into different places, so this one can go shallow, this one can go shallow, this one can go high. You can get all these cool different angles on it and all that fun stuff. Again, it has the same pretty much ball head technology as the Joby does. So you loosen this knob and you get 360, okay? Go down, go up, whatever you need. It's going to do all that for you. And then it has this quick release plate on top. And this is a plate that goes on your camera. This kind of bothers me. I don't really like it that much. It's kind of a pain to get on and off. Mainly just because when you're trying to change your battery out, the battery's on the bottom of the camera, and it kind of just gets in the way. But for $62, this thing is pretty great. Lift it up like this. You can extend these out the same way. They spin, they lock. So this tripod is metal. It's all metal, except for these pieces. They're just rubber pieces, and these pieces are this high quality, I guess, plastic. For the most part, this is metal, and it works pretty great. I don't love the screwing piece, and that's only because I like to move around a lot and get different shots, so it's hard for me to adjust by unscrewing and then screwing. Then I always forget which way I have to screw it. So I would recommend something with a clip for my next tripod. But this tripod for $62, you can't really beat it. Even though it is metal, it is pretty lightweight, and it packs up kind of like this. So you take the legs and you fold them over just like this, and it packs up pretty much just like that. You can turn this head so that you can get it like right where you want it to. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but it packs up like that. A little heavy, but not that heavy. And like I said, pretty packable. You can put this underneath your backpack, strap it on the bottom or on the side, or you can hold it. You can use it like a monopod, so you can use it the same way I would use my Joby tripod. I can adjust this, and I can use this and film with this. Can lock it, like some people will lock it and hold it on their hip while they're walking and talk to the camera this way. It's great for photography, and it's great for filmmaking. Now they do make the version above this, which has a monopod built into it, and that one is $65. So if you wanted something that was a tripod, and then you could take one of these pieces off and use it as a monopod for photography or even for filming, then you could buy that one. Again, this one's $62. That one's $65, so really just go with that one. You have that capability or that option. Even if you don't want it, you still have it for $3 more. You can't beat it. For me, I don't love this head on it. I would prefer something with an arm or something like that, but I can take this head off. I'm not going to do it now, but I can take this head off and buy like a $30 tripod head and change it out, and then I could take this and put this on something else, and mount it somewhere else on a pole or another tripod or a monopod, whatever I choose. This thing is pretty bulletproof. It's metal. Like I said, guys, I'm hard on my equipment. I've dropped it so many times. I can't help it. I'm just hard on my stuff, but that's how I know that it's good quality. I give this thing 4 out of 5 stars. It is pretty dang great. For the price and for what you get, it is a pretty nice tripod. And that's all of my tripods. The one that I'm using right now is just an old metal one that my grandfather used. I don't even know the brand of it. But these are the tripods that I have used that I love to death. If I could recommend for you guys 2 tripods, I believe that when you're filming, I usually run 2 cameras, so I have 2 different views. I would go with something like this, and then obviously a Gorillapod or a Gorillapod, okay, a Joby Gorillapod. It could be a big one, it could be a smaller one, but these two tripods together can get any and every angle that you want. It's a great setup to have. And again, affordable for it's like $100, depending on what deal you get on your tripods. As always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this tech talk, and I will see you guys in the next one.